In the 2007 Ford Focus, well, this is a wagon. Anyway, the fuel pump line goes into the floor of the back seat over on the right rear. However, I heard that there was no fuel pump access below there, that it was in the center. Before you start this whole operation, it's probably a good idea to, well, no, it is a good idea to remove the negative or positive, or whatever is easier, battery cable. So what I did was I first drilled just with the regular drill bit in through the hole, and then I put a wire down in and I felt how much space I had. So then I moved forward a little bit just so that I wasn't hitting a fuel line in there. Then I drilled the hole. Then I used my camera and I looked down inside the hole. Let's see if I can show you what I found. You can just barely see there's the collar for removing the fuel pump. So that is the retainer collar and a bunch of plumbing in there. So I know I'm in the right place now. The next thing I did is I just used a tin snips to cut the hole out. So it was a lot easier to cut than I thought using the snips. So this is for making a right-hand turn, so I needed that for that direction, and the red ones for making the left-hand turn, for normally a right-handed person grabs that one first. But I also needed to use my left hand and cut in a clockwise direction as well. Here's what it looked like after I got the chunk out. I haven't done any extra trimming yet, and I don't think I will need to. It looks quite adequate for getting the whole pump right out of the tank. An old paintbrush and a shop vac and a little bit of work, and now I've got it quite clean in there, so it's so I don't see any problem with dirt falling down into the tank when I remove that cap. Next step is going to be to remove the fittings. So I've got a fuel line to remove there on the front, and I've got the gauge wiring to remove on the top there. So to remove this fuel line, don't just yank on it, you'll probably wreck something. Anyway, I'm just pushing down on this button that's on the top. Actually, here first. You can see it just rotates, spins easily. And this is a clip. If I can do this with one hand. So I'm pushing down on this clip, and then it's not down far enough. Pushing down and then forwards. There we go. And it just slips off. And that's the inside there. And there's a little ridge on the pipe. Okay. I am going to try and remove the pump out of the tank with this much gauge wiring. I'm just not sure how that's going to work. I may have to crawl under the car just to disconnect the clip on the other end of this wire. We'll find out.